Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please stand while the York High NJROTC Color Guard post the colors. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem performed by the York High School Band and White Dress Alma Mater sung by the York High School Choir. Color Guard, please post the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
School board members, Dr. Shandor, Dr. Butler, faculty, staff, guests, and the class of 2024. It is with great pleasure that I welcome all of you to the York High School class of 2024 commencement exercise.
Thank you, Kendall. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the leadership cabinet of the York County School Division. Dr. David Wright, Chief Human Resources Officer, Mr. Bill Bowen, Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Candy Skinner, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. James Carroll, Chief Operations Officer, and Dr. Victor Shandor, Superintendent. Please also welcome the distinguished members of the York County School Board. Mr. Mark Schaefer, District 1, Mr. Zoran Pajovic, District 2, Ms. Kimberly Goodwin, the Chair from District 3, Mr. James Richardson, Co-Chair from District 4, and Ms. Linda Fairman from District 5.
Thank you, Liz. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of the York County School Division, Dr. Victor Shandor. Dr. Victor Shandor was appointed as Superintendent of the York County School Division in 2014. He has 30 years of public education experience as a teacher, principal, and district administrator, and in November, he will reach his 10th year serving YCSD. Shandor, a 1992 graduate of California University in Pennsylvania, began his career in education as a teaching assistant. He then earned a master's degree in exceptional education from Old Dominion University and ultimately a doctorate in educational leadership from Wingate University. Shandor grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He and his wife, Melissa, have 3 children. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Shandor.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Good morning. I think this group needs some more coffee. Good morning. There we go. Well, good morning and congratulations to York High School class of 2024. I'm honored to be here with you on such a significant occasion. Grandparents, parents, guardians, siblings, friends, faculty, and staff. Well, they made it. Let's give them a big round of applause. Today, as we gather to celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance, I'm reminded of the journey you've all taken to reach this pivotal moment in your life. Each of you has experienced your own trials and triumphs, your own moments of doubt and clarity, but through it all, you've emerged stronger, wiser, and ready to take on the world. Now, I really hope you can relate to this. I use music to help me get through the day. Anyone else use music to help them get themselves through the day? Wonderful. And what I mean by that is, if I'm going to the YMCA to lift weights, I throw on some 80s and 90s old school rap. Right? See, I knew you parents would enjoy that. Or 80s heavy metal. Any heavy metal fans? Wonderful. If I'm driving, if you see me driving my truck on 17, I'm usually listening to some old school hip hop. However, in my office, it's usually country music because I know the lyrics are safe. So by show of hands, who listens to or who's heard of the band One Republic? Raise your hand. All right. One Republic released the song I Lived in 2014. Now, graduates, you were in elementary school, so I don't expect you to know this song, but I want to share a little bit about it. One Republic lead singer Ryan Tedder noted that he wrote the song for his 4-year-old son. I'm reminded of the powerful message embedded in this song. This anthem of living life to the fullest resonates deeply with me, as I believe it captures the essence of our shared experiences. It reminds us that life is not merely about existing, but about embracing every moment, every opportunity, every challenge with courage, passion, and determination. In the lyrics of the song, there's a call to action, a call to seize the day and make the most of every breath we're given. It urges us to break free from the constraints of fear and doubt, to chase our dreams relentlessly, and to live with no regrets. And as you stand here today, poised to embark on your own unique journeys, I urge each and every one of you to take these words to heart. Do not be content with simply going through the motions of life, but embrace life fully, dare to dream big, to push the boundaries of what is possible, and to leave an indelible mark on the world around us. Live not just for yourselves, but for the greater good, using your talents, your passions, and your voices to make a positive impact on the lives of others. As you look ahead to the future, filled with endless possibilities and boundless opportunities, carry the spirit of I lived with you wherever you go. Live boldly, love fiercely, and never lose sight of the incredible potential that lies within each and every one of you. Congratulations, class of 2024. Go out there and live your lives to the fullest. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Shandor. At this time, I would like to introduce Abigail Smith, who will read her original class poem, Our Time at York High.
Our time at York High. By communicating through screens, our high school story began. Through a world confined in a pandemic span, Teams calls replaced hallways where echoes once rang, yet through digital touch, our friendship sprang. Year number 2 was a little less blue. It began with masks and ended with siblings leaving their coop. Though Teams calls were no longer in place, the friendships we made through freshman year had been embraced. From Mr. Turner almost breaking his back while doing a trick on a skateboard, to teens doing devious licks because they were so-called bored. Though sophomore year was not easy peasy, looking back, it felt so fast and breezy. Junior year felt like ages ago. That year, I made forever friends that I will never let go. Volleyball fought hard through their season and made it to states, where they brought back a state title and we celebrated for days. Before one knew it, spring had sprung, and the last bell of junior year had rung. Senior year began with our breakfast being in the gym, and followed by many Friday night football games where the chances of us winning were respectably slim. October started, and so did our college applications, leading many students desperately needing a winter vacation. When the new year kicked in, so did many cases of senioritis, along with cold weather and watching football consumed with Taylor and Travis. Weeks went by and college results trickled in. Seniors were trying to make important life ambitions, but FAFSA kept some from college decisions. Months flew by in a blink of an eye, and before one knew it, it was time to say goodbye. We finished the school year off strong, ending with senior assassin, lip dub, senior skit, and prom. When the last few days of high school began, it was hard to think that our high school careers were almost to an end. Goodbye, teachers, staff, faculty, and friends. Goodbye, York High. Hello, June and July. And as the class of 2024, it is our time to soar. So let's get our butts out the door.
Thank you, Abby, and now please join me in welcoming the York High School salutatorian for the class of 2024, Lana Bordanova. I'll be good at this eventually, I promise. Okay. Dearly beloved, that's not right. Apologies. And I'm going to preface this speech by saying I don't think I could take this with the gravity that it deserves. We've all come so far in these 4 years and the rest of our educational careers and lives. And it is a great honor to stand in front of you all, my classmates, friends, and family. Students, families, friends, administration, teachers, and faculty, I would like to applaud you all on being here today. Whilst it is the accomplishments of the class of 2024 which we are here to celebrate, this would not have been possible without the support of our families and the dedication of our teachers and staff. I could go on and on about how incredibly appreciated your collaborative efforts are, but I'm not so great at the whole public gratitude thing, and honestly, this avoids me thanking the one person I just really, really don't like that much. Okay? I'm talking to whoever's number 3 who could be up here giving this instead of me. Okay. Not a public speaker. Now, on a serious note, I promise not to go too far off the rails and stick to the standard congratulatory speech minus excessive redundant private references to the class of 2024, because I'm not the sentimental type, and I was repeatedly told to keep it short. Now, most of us are a mix between 16 and 19 years old, a healthy variety, I'd say. Most of us can drive, go to jail, play the lottery, and I don't know which of those is worst. But of those short few years, an overwhelming majority of them were spent pursuing our federally mandated educations. And I promised my dad that I would not spend my entire priceless 5 minutes of fame
telling you how much I don't want to be here and how I'm not happy with where I've placed myself. But the opposite is true, because I wouldn't miss being here with you guys for the world, unless it was a race weekend. School may have given me a catchy little tune to remember the quadratic equation, but my dad gave me a passion beyond any other, an automotive love for autocross, and he's a race car driver. So. Given that the SCCA did not schedule a national tour this weekend, here I am. I can't honestly tell you all that I love school for the brain-melting lessons on organic chemistry, nor for the series of approximately 7 alarms programmed to go off in intervals between 5:30 and 6:40 a.m. I still don't know why boron is the moron instead of krypton, because 3 more letters and it could have killed Superman. Right? I mean, thanks to the 7:15 a.m. alarm / roll call / school attendance, I now listen to Benny and the Jets with a bittersweet appreciation for Elton John's ability to sound like an angel and a siren at the same time. I'm not a morning person. I can, however, reminisce endlessly about the memories I've built with friends and classmates. Being part of the International Baccalaureate program taught me to enjoy the in-betweens of real work, of which there are often more than you'd expect. Things like surprise IB breakdowns / Wendy's drive-thru trips and Chick-fil-A parties will never be forgotten. The expansive variety of extracurricular activities offered at YHS taught me a lot about myself. I've worked on both academic and creative extracurricular projects, which led to memories like reciting a very, very dim-witted monologue to the poor judges of the forensics BHSL League, and I was force-fed cream cheese on a stage in front of an audience of people who paid to watch a rushed ripoff of a certain unnamed magical series. Whether or not I or any of us actually enjoyed high school for the sake of school is subjective and minimal, but I can dishonestly say that I loved every second of it. But that's okay, because overall, high school is just one step towards our futures. Who knows where life is going to take us past this? We all have an immediate plan of action, going to work, going to college, serving the country, learning a trade, or maybe just going home for a much needed nap. Right? But that is just the next step. So beyond here, it's up to you to take what you've learned and change the world with it. Change your world, change the world for everyone. Whatever it means to you, that is your purpose. So, Falcons of Class 2024, go chug a Red Bull and spread your wings.
Thank you, Lana. It is now my honor to introduce the valedictorian for the York High School class of 2024. Incredible effort, time, and dedication to excellence have gone into achieving this distinguished honor. Our valedictorian for the class of 2024 is Matthew Phan.
Hello and welcome, teachers, family, staff, administrators, and class of 2024. It is an honor to be standing in front of you all here today on this happy yet also sad occasion. No one told me how overwhelming making this speech would be. I've gotten so many suggestions, rewritten this so many times, and watched so many YouTube videos for inspiration. Finally, I came across one that I could relate with. I recently saw someone read from a list of dreams they wanted to accomplish by the end of graduation that they wrote in 8th grade. I have a similar one that I created in elementary school. Back in elementary school, and still now, I'm obsessed with the color blue. So I made one of my goals to get into a majority blue college or a university with a blue color scheme. Well, I'd say that was accomplished. It might be a coincidence that my top 3 college choices were all fitting these criteria, and that I'm always dressed up in York High School colors. My other goal was to get rich and own a mansion, which I'm not sure how I thought I'd accomplish that by the end of senior year. I can say I'm still working up towards that goal, one $14 paycheck at a time. 2 different goals, I know. One thing this high school journey has taught me throughout these 4 years is that life will always change. Back in the summer before freshman year, I was worried about what would happen if I didn't graduate or how hard the classes would be. I wondered what I would do for the next 4 years and how different it would be from middle school. Flashback to our freshman year, when we were all sitting in front of our desks, in front of our computer. We learned change and persistence when teams wouldn't load, when we finished assignments just for them to get erased, and when our Wi-Fi cut out. We also learned how to multitask or watch YouTube during classes. Next, as sophomores, we transitioned back to our first full year in the school building. We got the typical experience of the high school traditions, like the pep rallies, the football games. They were so much more exciting because we were deprived of them our first year. Junior year was the craziest year. We were swamped with so many extracurriculars, but also got a final full face reveal, finding out that some of us like dream. Now, here we are, finally becoming adults. Senior year has become a whirlwind of college applications, moments of nostalgia, and of course, a takeover of senioritis. We've laughed, we've cried, and we've grown together. We had our first lip dub in years, new amazing faculty members, and of course, amazing play productions, as always. In the college, the workforce, or the military, no matter where we're going, life will always throw curveballs at us, and we have to learn to overcome these and understand that not everything will always turn out how we want it to be. From now on, we will be surrounded in completely different environments with vastly different schedules and priorities, and never have to deal with the sound of a school bell again, hopefully. We will learn to embrace change, good or bad, and that will help us to move forward. Whether the change is talking to new people or discovering a passion or hobby, don't hesitate to put yourself out there, and like Dr. Shandor said, live your life to its fullest. I was able to meet so many new friends and teachers here at York High. This school has been such a supportive environment for the 4 years I've been here, and filled with the most amazing staff and students. York High has had numerous impressive achievements this year, from our volleyball state champs, which Mr. Keys has mentioned a few times, to several students making all-state choir and band, and many more. I'd like to take a moment now to thank everyone that has helped me throughout my time here. Thank you to my family. They have been by my life my whole side, and they've been by my side my whole life, and I wouldn't be where I am now without them. Thank you to all the teachers here, especially the select few who helped me with my college applications, for helping me and giving me such a great education. Thank you to all the staff who keep our school spotless and presentable. And thank you to the coaches for helping us become better athletes, especially the track ones. And to everyone involved in the arts, from theater and art class to band and choir, I appreciate the wonderful shows and concerts you put out. They have been a joy to attend and one of my highlights of my time here. And lastly, thank you to each and every one of my friends. You have made my time here so enjoyable, and I truly appreciate all of you immensely. As the wise Noah Olivier Smith once said, never forget this, and I will never forget my time here at York High. I'm already looking forward to looking back at this yearbook in 50 years. Now, going back to the first question I asked in middle school, wondering what would happen if I didn't graduate, I guess we'll never know. Class of 2024, as we stand here preparing for our new adventure, let's never forget where we came from. This school will always hold a special place in our hearts, and will forever be proud to call ourselves Falcons. Have a sublime Saturday, York High.
And now, once again, please welcome the York High School Choir as they present a special music performance for the class of 2024. They will perform I Was Here with words and music by Gary Burr, Hillary Scott, and Victoria Shaw, arranged by Alan Billingsley.
You will notice me. I'll be leaving my mark like an initial scar on an old oak tree. I'll ride like rainbows. Maybe I'll hang like rainbows. You're calling for, I don't know why. It's hard 'cause I know in my heart I want to do something that matters. Say something different, something that sets the whole world on its ear. I want to do something better. It's hard to get it, and I want to stop. Something that wants to see nothing less. Be something that says I will see. I will prove you wrong. If you think I'm all talk, you're in for a shock. Cause the spring's too strong, and before too long, maybe I'll compose symphonies. Maybe I'll fight for world peace. Cause I know it's my destiny to be more than a trace of myself in this place. I want to do something that matters, say something different, something that sets the whole world on its ear. I want to do something better, and it's time I can give it, and I want to in this life, see nothing less. There's something that says I was here. I want something that matters. Say something different, something that sets the whole world on its ear. I want to do something better with the time I can give it, and I know that need nothing less than something that says I was
It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. Shannon Butler. Dr. Butler joined York High School as its principal in 2015. Her career prior to arriving here at York has taken her through 25 years in public education as a high school math teacher, instructional specialist, and high school assistant principal. As the daughter of two dedicated teachers, Dr. Butler always knew that education was her passion. It was this passion that first led her to obtain her Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics from East Carolina University. Once she entered the classroom, she decided to further her education by obtaining her master's degree in educational administration from Old Dominion University. In February of 2015, she completed her final educational goal by obtaining her doctorate of education degree in educational planning, policy, and leadership from the College of William and Mary. Dr. Butler and her husband Spencer have two children, Case, a member of the York High class of 2021, and her favorite child, me, a member of the York High class of 2024. Please welcome our principal and my mom, Dr. Shannon Butler.
So I've heard there was a few wagers about how deep in this speech it would take me to cry. So whoever had before it starts, you win. Whew. Good evening, members of the school board, Dr. Shandor, invited guests, Falcon families, and most importantly, the class of 2024. For the last 9 years, I've had the honor of giving a speech to the graduating class as the principal of York High School. Each class is unique, and each class is special. But this class is a little bit different for me. This year, I have the distinct honor of giving this speech, not just as your principal, but as a mom. As I prepared to write this speech over the last few weeks, I was often overcome with emotion because I have the privilege of sharing with you not just what your principal wants to say to each of you, but what I believe each of your parents in these stands want you to know. I graduated from high school 28 years ago, and I distinctly remember the range of emotions that I was feeling on that day. I felt a sense of excitement about being a true adult and being able to make my own decisions. I was proud of all that I had done in high school and looking forward to beginning the next steps. But at that same time, I also felt a sense of sadness about leaving my home and family. I had anxiety about what the next few years would truly look like. I also remember looking around and wondering whether I would ever see some of my classmates again and hoping that I would never lose the friendships that I had made. Now, exactly 28 years later, I find myself with the same range of emotions. As parents, we are sad because we know that we are going to miss you. We find ourselves thinking of the many memories and important times in your lives, like the day you were born, your first day of kindergarten, your first big game or performance, and the day you started driving, and then your final weeks of school. We find ourselves grateful for the friendships that we have made as parents through you, our children. We are excited to see where your future takes you, knowing that we did the absolute best that we could to guide you along the way. We are anxious about what those next steps are going to look like and whether you will still need us the way you do now. But most of all, we are proud. Proud of all that you have accomplished thus far, proud of the people that you have become, and proud of where you're going. Part of being an adult is moving forward and making your own path. And as you sit here with a mixture of all these emotions, know that you will find your path. You will figure out your passion, and you will become who you are destined to be. Many of us had the privilege of knowing a young boy at Seaford Elementary and later Yorktown Middle that faced a horrible disease. In just his few short years, Wes Pack made a true difference for so many with Wes's wish and his toy drive. When I spoke with Wes's mom, Krista, a few weeks ago, I asked her what message Wes would want to share with his classmates today. She said that Wes once told her, "I think cancer has made me more mature. You know, I've watched my friends pass." And the part that followed is something we all need to hear. Wes said, people should make the most of their life. So often we get caught up in the mundane that we forget to live. Wes would want his classmates, the York High class of 2024, to live every moment like there is no tomorrow, and to know that dreams can be achieved and that one person can make a difference. I have watched over the years and seen many of you find that one person that made a difference for you in the halls of York High. As you make your way to the next chapter, remember what that one person did for you and be that person for someone else. Make a difference. And as Wes said, live every moment. I hope that you all know that as I stand here today, I couldn't be more unbelievably proud of your strength, your spirit, and all of your accomplishments. I am filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Gratitude for the incredible privilege of being your principal, for the countless memories we've shared, and for the opportunity to witness the incredible growth and transformation in each and every one of you. Whether it is college, the military, or work that is your next step, always remember that this family is still with you every step of the way. York High will always be home. You will always be part of the Falcon fam. And this principal and mom will always love each of you. Thank you, class of 2024, for allowing us to be a part of your journey. And we cannot wait to see what dreams you achieve in the future. Thank you. The York Medallion has been commissioned to represent one of the highest honors that can be awarded to a graduating senior at York High School. These students have contributed to the pride and spirit of the school, giving of their time and energy beyond expectations. These dedicated students personify what York High School represents. The York Medallion is awarded at the graduation ceremony, and all recipients are unaware of this honor until that time. So it is with great pleasure that I recognize Madison Caldwell and Carl Shorting as the recipients of the York Medallion. All right, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go a little bit off script because today is a really important day for multiple reasons. We have 5 gentlemen sitting in front of us that need to get on the road to Charlottesville to win us the state championship. Can I have my 5 baseball players come to the stage so we can graduate you first and get you out of here?
Milton Casey Cheney. Cole Edwin Drake. Jack Robert Herman. Robert George Hollahan IV. Carl Robert Shorty.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving these men a round of applause and sending them off with style. Let's go with them, boys! Great. It is my pleasure to now begin the presentation of diplomas for the York High School class of 2024.
Efren Emiliano Abaroa Mickett. Sadie Catherine Adams. Brandon Gabriel Lee Allen. Chance Ray Almond. Lauren Grace Atwell. Corbin David Aubie. Gabriella Morgan Austin. Ava June Backus. Helen Emery Badami. Adrian Connor Ball. Ashton Thomas Barker. Audrey Paige Batterton. Quincy Cameron Beck. Constantine Porter Becker. Brianna Schuyler Bender. Gage Mitchell Bernardi. Emily Marie Best. Hayden Charles Phillips. Hayden Ryan Blanchard. Richard William Blanchard. Lexi Marie Ford. Hannah Rose Boyce. Ariana Charlene Boyd. Avery Lynn Bradley. Reed William Branson. Olivia Marie Cater Brock. Logan Dustin Brooks. Riley Turnwall Brooks. Eliana Rose Brown. David Alexander Bryant. Maverick Walter Bryson. Olivia Ann Buckman. Blake McBride Buckwalter. Megan Shea Birch. Audrey Elizabeth Burge. Cameron Badon Burton. Kendall Ashley Butler. Madison Louise Caldwell. Hannah Grace Kaluig. Carter James Chapin. Connor Sherman Clark. Xylea Abigail Calantes. Ronald Martin Collier. Kaylee Nohealani Canola. Edward Constantine Corabano. Olivia Greer Cox. Mary Rochelle Cronin. Megan Rose Don. Sean Xavier Dennis. Summer Elise Dooley. Macy Rose Dubois. Terrell Andrew James Dupree. Piper Marie Duran. Haley Grace Jack Charge. Abby Grace Eastwood. Sanaya Yasmin Edmond. Julia Renee Keller. Ashton Lee Ellis. Celine Marie Ellis McGee. Matthew Jacob Fan. Angelina May Foster. Evan Saxton Flowers. Taylor Ray Floyd. Lindsay Alyssa Fournier. Garrett Allen Friedman. Abram DeMarco Fua. Graham Carpenter Gation. Briley Jane Geary. Naira Gearhart. Adam Thomas Gillette. Miley Andrea Graham. Jeremiah James Grant. Jackson Edward Gray. Jeremy Taylor Green. Aiden Douglas Gregory. Anthony Allen Hack. Matthew Coley Hale. Sanaya Janelle Hall. Maxwell Douglas Hardin. Evan Ferguson Hawks. Noah Shane Henson. Adriana May Hernandez. Hayden Cedric Hill. Elise Marlowe Hoagland. Joel Chonghin Hoagland. Brianna Nicole Kekahalae Collins. Ashton Nicole Howe. Isabel Marie Hudson. Spencer Hughes. Riley Mills Hunter. Ryan Joseph Inge. Darren Marquise Ingleton. Pearlie Henry Taja Mira Yeager. Brooklyn Savannah James. Ivy Elizabeth James. Jaden Michael Johnson. Eliza Angel Jones. Mitchell Wesley Jones. Sarah Michelle Jones. Yassine J. Jones. Ethan Clyde Joyner. Grace Marin Hawkson. Owen Michael Keller. Justin Deshaun Kelly. Bennett Scott Kerr. Lauren Marie Ketchum. Madison Lynn Ketchum.
Carlos Diego Lagos.
Sarah Catherine Langston. Jeremiah Ethan Lattimore. Kelly Michelle Leach. Jordan Cole Lepin. Nathan Matthew Levister. Clay Roger Ling. Creed Curtis Ling. Stephen Patrick Linkus III. Kaylee Joe McCluskey. Logan Kenwood Nelson Mahoney Strait. Ruby Martinez. Tatiana Gabriela Martinez Cruz. Miaya Nevaeh Maxfield. Olivia Rosa Mayo. Killian Thomas McManus. Nora Claire McMullen. Lorenzo Thomas Mejia. Ava Phoenix Miles. Jacob Pryor Mitchell. Hanan Muhammad Muhammad. Jose Luis Molina Hernandez. Peyton Michelle Monty. Zanina Day Montoya. Gabriel Nicholas Morehouse. Tanner Brooks Morgan. Marlise Elena Morgan Bennett. Layla Marie Mueller. Mackenzie Ray Nelson. Grayson Alexander Nelson. Graham William Nicholas. Roxana Brooke Nicholson. Sean Robert Nickel. Savannah Lee Noble. Shreya Noor. Andrew John O'Brien. Caleb Frederick Packish. Logan Michael Palmer. Daniel Jisung Park. Diallo Aries Patterson. Brianna Nevaeh Patterson Smith. Natalie Lynn Pauls. Miguel Fernando Perez. Ramsey Joel Pittman. Elizabeth Carol Poitras. Lawson Andrew Hope. Lana Ann Portanova. Madeline Elizabeth Porter. Nico Alfonso Marcellus Potts. Jordan Nicole Powell. Ricari Marlene Preston. Hayden Lewis Freelip. Aiden Thomas Reed. Annabelle Grace Reed. Peyton Madison Reese. Daniel Chase Richardson. Kenny Rimmer. Mia Simone Robinson. Brandon Adriel Rodriguez. Dane Paul Michael Rosine. Christian Brainerd Russell. Grant Joseph Russo. Dante Elijah Saez. Mason Douglas Sanchez. Eric Damian Sava. Christopher Ian Seeley Jr. Evan Mason Sewell. Mason Davey Sita. Mohammed Secondari. Sean Villegas Samara. Ryan Patrick Sena. Robert Samuel Shields. Haley Anna Marie Shields. Isabella Catherine Sabigdaroff. Deshanti Renee Skipwith. Abigail Grace Smith. Carter Nicholas Smith. Elizabeth Smith. Dylan James Smith. Brianna Nicole Speck. Elijah Lee Sproston. Lorelei Elizabeth Spate. Georgia Kate Sutherland. Michael John Swetnam Berland. Kayla Yvette Swiggett. Maya Elizabeth Taylor. Persephone Nis Taylor. Dylan Lee Terrell. Kamaria Lorraine Tharp. Jamar Adrian Thomas Jr. Palau Ethan Thangbatsa. Austin Michael Tompkins. Sherry Ann Elizabeth Tremblay. Roman Cole Vanderkoy. Lucas Mark Vasquez. Sion Musashi Vault. Aiden Jose Vega. Emma Mackenzie Veets. Daniel Alexander Victoria. Caitlin Kiermit Villanueva. Asma Wali. Josiah Emmanuel Walker. Mackenzie Lee Wallace. My Queen Amy Rose Ward. Cadence Brooklyn Ishay Washington. Brianna Janae Welch. Roland Buxton Wells. Nyasia Zaire Welsh. Carly Page Westmoreland. Mackenzie Grace Wisnett. Abigail Spencer White. Javon Marquise White. Brianna Ellen Whitaker. Novell Tyleka Wiggins. Caroline Grace Williams. Gavin Dale Williams. Jocelyn Shell Williams. Deshaun Isaiah Wilson. Elizabeth Grace Wood. Nyasia Tiana Woodley. Tyler Bryce Woodman. Shamar Quantel Wooten Jr. Rain Yang. Sophie Yang. Daniel Jungsup Yi. Reese Timothy Zabler.
Authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the York County School Division, I now officially declare you the 2024 graduating class of York High School.
Please move your tassels.
Thank you.